We invite you to watch how we clear the views on all matters through our partner station MITV on DSTV channel 255, 7 p.m. daily, and also our YouTube and Facebook pages under one name, Clearview News Desk every day. We call it the People's News, as we are available to come over and cover your events upon notice. Or do you have news you want us to broadcast? Send it in. We verify and go to town with it. All for you. Go ahead, engage us to thrash out those naughty issues on the news. And what we need from you is to share and subscribe. More important, convince your loved ones, friends, relatives, co-worshippers, and more to subscribe so as to be getting notifications as we break the news. Go a step further, like the news, and drop your thoughts on the comment section. Clearview News. We clear the view one time and for all time.
Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines. Nigeria and indeed the music world mourn the passing of iconic singer Onyeka Onwenu at 72. Consider broader implications of what you are planning, CSO tells organizers of planned August 1 nationwide protest. Administrative lapse affects Nigerian athletes' chances of participating in 100 meters race at ongoing Paris Olympics. I am Gloria Atta with these and more. Welcome. On a sad note, veteran Nigerian singer, songwriter and actress Onyeka Onwenu is dead. According to reports, the iconic singer died Tuesday night after performing at an event at Banana Island, Lagos. Onyeka's death is a reminder of the passing away of Miriam Makeba, the South African music legend, who collapsed as she was leaving the stage on that fateful day after singing at a concert in support of Roberto Saviano, an author who has received death threats for writing about organized crime. Onyeka has been recognized for her contributions to the Nigerian society, including being awarded the National Honors of Member of the Order of the Federal Republic in 2011. She has also been recognized as one of the most influential women in Nigeria by various organizations. Clearview News Desk celebrates the life and times of Onyeka Onwenu with this tribute.
Don't be sad, understand. Everybody has a day when the sun stays away. Take heart in a new tomorrow. A little more love each way makes for a brighter day. Yeah, never need worry. Let one love set you free. Sing it with me now. One love keep us together.
Clearview today mourns the death of Nigeria's music icon, Onyeka Onwenu. The report which just entered our Abuja newsroom came in the middle of the night. Nigerian music legend Onyeka Onwenu, popularly known as the Elegant Stallion, died at the age of 72. Onwenu collapsed after performing at the 80th birthday party of Stella Okolie, Chief Executive Officer of Emzo Pharmaceuticals, this Tuesday. She was said to have been rushed to Reddington Hospital, where she reportedly passed away. Onwenu was born in 1952 in Obosi, Anambra State. She began her music career in the 1980s and released her debut album, For the Love of You, in 1981. She has since released numerous albums and singles, including the hit song, One Love. Onwenu has also acted in several Nollywood films and won numerous awards for her contributions to music and film. In addition to her entertainment career, Onwenu has also been involved in politics. She was appointed chairperson of the Imo State Council for Arts and Culture in 2013 and later became Director General of the National Center for Women Development in 2016. In 2011, she was awarded the national honor of Member of the Order of the Federal Republic, MFR. May her soul rest in perfect peace.
Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh has been killed in an overnight strike in the Iranian capital, Tehran, a major development that throws the war between Israel and the militant group into an unpredictable and dangerous new phase. Haniyeh's death is both strategically and symbolically a dramatic blow to Hamas, eliminating its most public figure who headed up the group's political operations while living overseas. He is the second leader of an Iran-backed group reported to have been assassinated in the last day, following the killing of Hezbollah's most senior military commander in Lebanon. In a statement, Hamas accused Israel of targeting Haniyeh and his bodyguard in a strike on the building in which he was staying in Tehran, where he had participated in Tuesday's inauguration of the new Iranian president. Hamas officials said Haniyeh's death would not pass in vain and described the killing as a grave escalation, while Iran's supreme leader said it is their duty to ask for the blood of their dear guest. And back home in Nigeria, the National Civil Society Coalition of Nigeria has called on all those planning to protest on August 1st to consider the broader implications and potential dangers and losses of their actions on collective peace, stability, and development of Nigeria. The Executive Director, National Civil Society Coalition of Nigeria, Blessing Akinlo-Sotu, made this known at a press conference in Abuja, the nation's capital. She pointed out that constructive dialogue and collaboration are vital tools in navigating challenges facing the nation and ensuring a stable and prosperous future for the country. The report.
It's no longer news that the call for the nationwide demonstration tagged "End Bad Governance" protest had gathered momentum on social media and every part of the country in the wake of the high cost of living in Nigeria, triggered by the twin policies of fuel subsidy removal and the floating of the naira. Against this backdrop, the Executive Director, National Civil Society Coalition of Nigeria, Blessing Akinlo-Sotu, while briefing the media on the stand of the council ahead of the nationwide protest, said it's evident that in protest situations, economic activities are shut down, hence the need for Nigerians to shun the protest and give President Tinubu the needed time and support to implement necessary reforms and initiatives.
It is important for Nigeria to know that the outcome of agitation in a precarious situation like ours is unpredictable. It is evident that in protest situations, shops are usually looted. Businesses and other economic activities are shut down, hence inflicting more suffering on the masses and not on those on the government side. Therefore, constructive dialogue and collaboration are vital in navigating these challenges and ensuring a stable and prosperous future for their country, Nigeria.
Other members of the council from the 6 geopolitical zones scored President Tinubu's communications handlers 0 while saying no to the August protest.
This government, if they are serious, they say there is no time, there is time with government. If they are serious, this night, Mr. President should call for an emergency meeting with the critical stakeholders. They shouldn't even forget the market women. Yes. The market woman is very, very important. And then the issue of this fuel, they must consider it. Whether that day of his inauguration, the day he talked about this subsidy withdrawals, that was the beginning of our problems to today. So he has the capacity again. When he speaks about it today, something will change.
So nothing stops our father, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We call upon you at this critical moment in time to address the youth themselves. We don't want proxy. because the issue of proxy has been the problem, where people who you are sending to dialogue with the youth are not representing us or taking the issues of the young people back to you the way it's supposed to be. So at this point, the president must stand up to the occasion and address the youth.
He knows that we have right to protest, but we equally know that the essence of the protest is for the betterment of our nation. Now we are sensing that people are looking around to hijack that. Therefore, we are advising our colleagues, our comrades to back down and let us make use of another formula, which is dialogue.
It may interest you to know that President Tinubu has called on the organizers of the protest to be patient with his government as they are working diligently to address Nigeria's challenges, assuring that reforms by his administration will pay off in the long run. Imefa Onokun, reporting for Clearview News.
INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu has disclosed that the portal for media accreditation is still open. While addressing the media at the quarterly consultative meeting, Yakubu said so far 24 media organizations have uploaded the details of 227 personnel for the election. He urged media houses to expedite action in submitting applications before the deadlines of September 5, 2024. This, he said, enables INEC produce and deliver accreditation tags for reporters, camera operators, technical and other support staff for the Edo and Ondo state election in good time, adding that security in Edo and Ondo will be a major issue for discussion at the meeting. He said INEC will work with security agencies to ensure that accredited journalists are granted unimpeded access to all voting and collation locations.
The Commission finds the recent event in Edo State, resulting in the death of a security personnel, worrisome. Happily, there has been no incident known to the Commission since then. Nevertheless, the Commission will meet with the security agencies as early as Friday this week under the auspices of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. I want to assure you that security in Edo and Ondo states will be a major issue for discussion at the meeting. We are as concerned about the safety of your personnel and equipment, just as we are about the security of our own officials, observers, service providers, and above all, the voters. We will also work with the security agencies to ensure that accredited journalists are granted unimpeded access to all voting and collation locations.
In his response, NUJ Chairman Comrade Chris Isuguzo said the update from INEC on its effort to ensure a smooth electoral process is appreciated. He, however, said the NUJ oppose the creation of a separate body for local government elections as it may lead to redundancy and inefficiency. Instead, they suggest leveraging INEC's established framework and resources to manage local government elections and also proposed constitutional amendments to empower INEC to conduct elections for local governments across the country.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also take this opportunity to weigh in on the significant recent developments. The Supreme Court judgment which granted full autonomy to local government administrations. This landmark ruling is a major stride towards strengthening our democracy at the grassroots level. Local governments are the closest tier of government to the people, and their autonomy is crucial for effective governance and development. However, for this autonomy to be truly conclusive and impactful, there is a need for constitutional amendments by the National Assembly. Specifically, the relevant sections of the Constitution should be amended to empower INEC to conduct elections for local governments across the country.
51 days to the Edo State governorship election, INEC has said preparations are going on in earnest as its headquarters in Benin City has undergone repairs and replacements of damaged physical infrastructure, movable and immovable facilities. Additionally, INEC has deployed extra beavers machines to Edo State for the training of election personnel and as a contingency measure for election day. Furthermore, the Commission has published the updated list of candidates on its websites in compliance with the recent court order regarding the Labour Party's candidate running mate. Nigerian sprinter Favour Ofili expressed her frustration over administrative failures by the Athletics Federation of Nigeria and the Nigerian Olympic Committee, which has led to her exclusion from competing in the 100 meters race at the ongoing Olympics in Paris. Despite qualifying for the event, Ofili disclosed that the officials did not enter her, marking a repeat of the previous Olympics, Tokyo 2020. Recall that Ofili was one of 10 Nigerian athletes declared ineligible for the Olympics by the Athletics Integrity Unit because they were not tested rigorously enough in the run-up to Tokyo 2020. She called for accountability from those responsible and voiced her skepticism about the trustworthiness of both organizations. Now, 24 distinguished individuals have been honored at the National Diaspora Merit Award 2024 for their significant contributions to national development. The event, organized by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, on Friday, July 25th, recognized the achievements of individuals across 13 diverse categories, including agriculture, education, engineering, ICT, medicine and healthcare, leadership, media and entertainment, philanthropy, science and technology, sports, transportation, volunteerism, and distinguished service. In a keynote address, NIDCOM Secretary Sule Basi emphasized the meticulous selection process from 152 nominations received between November 15, 2023 and February 15, 2024. The final awardees were chosen after thorough screening by NIDCOM's management. The National Diaspora Merit Award is a testament to the significant contributions of Nigerians in the diaspora to national development. NIDCOM's commitment to honoring their achievements aims to inspire more contributions towards Nigeria's growth and progress.
The event, organized by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, on Friday, July 25th, recognized the achievements of individuals across 13 diverse categories, including agriculture, education, engineering, ICT, medicine, healthcare, leadership, media and entertainment, philanthropy, science and technology, sports, transportation, volunteerism, and distinguished service. In a keynote address, NIDCOM Secretary Sule Basi emphasized the meticulous selection process from 152 nominations received between November 15, 2023 and February 15, 2024. The final awardees were chosen after thorough screening by NIDCOM's management.
The world is our oyster, but we must never forget our roots. That is what makes us who we are. Today we honor your achievements, contributions, and patriotism to our beloved nation. Your tenacity, hard work, and accomplishments in various fields of endeavor are truly remarkable and a source of pride to us in Nigeria. I say well done. I must seize this opportunity to encourage you to continue to be a living embodiment of the best Nigeria has to offer the world. As you all are ambassadors at large, your success is not just personal, but a reflection on Nigeria's collective image.
We're honoring our people, not just because you're doing well abroad, but because you're doing well back home. You do well abroad, you return home to the development of your country. And that is very important. And I'm glad that this second edition has witnessed enormous turnout. Everybody is on ground except 2 people to physically receive their award. They flew in from all over the world to physically receive their award. For us in NIDCOM, we continue to work for you, the diaspora. And I will say it again. It's about Nigerians at home working with Nigerians in the diaspora. And now, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's going to ensure the welfare of all Nigerians at home and abroad.
Contributions of Nigerians in the diaspora to national development. Nigerians in the diaspora are well educated, resource endowed, skilled, talented, and exposed to global development. Over the years, they have contributed to Nigeria on the average of $20 billion as diaspora home remittances annually, in terms of money, in terms of goods, in terms of intellectual capital, and also services.
The National Diaspora Merit Award is a testament to the significant contributions of Nigerians in the diaspora to national development. NITCOM's commitment to honoring their achievement aims to inspire more contributions towards Nigeria's growth and progress. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview News Desk.
If you are just joining us, you're watching the news on Clearview News Desk. We will be back after this break. Stay with us. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Welcome back. It is often said wonders shall never end when one is exposed to something that is not only new and remarkable, but also hard to believe. Currently, there are 7 wonders of the world, but Clearview News Desk may have discovered the 8th wonder in Western Kenya, where the Luo people of the Legal Maria Church remove 6 lower teeth from their members to help God identify them easily in heaven when they finally cross over to the other side so as to avoid going to hell. Over the years, the media has reported several stories of individuals subjecting themselves to the most bizarre of situations in a bid to have an encounter with God. This behavior has, however, sparked this all-important question: how far can one go to see God? We have a commentary. Legal Maria Church is an African-initiated church among the Luo people of Western Kenya who believe they are the only ones who will go to heaven. They remove 6 lower teeth from their members to help God identify them easily in heaven when they finally cross over to the other side so as to avoid going to hell. Baba Simeo Lodvikas Melchior is the eternal spiritual leader and mediator of Legio Maria, who they worship as a black messiah, claiming that he was Jesus Christ reincarnated in African skin. Members of the Legio Maria movement are similar to Catholics and believe in the central role of Mary as Queen and Mother. This story is the latest addition to the list of bizarre reports that have trailed social and the mainstream media over the years of individuals who have subjected themselves as well as their families to extreme conditions in a bid to have a divine encounter with God. Just recently, in April 2024, Kenyan evangelical pastor Paul Mackenzie was arrested for convincing hundreds of his followers to starve themselves to death in hopes of meeting Jesus and escaping the apocalypse. Reports from various media outlets showed that between 50 to 300 bodies were exhumed from a land belonging to the said pastor of the Good News International Church in coastal Kenya. Similarly, in 2014, Reverend Unjohi, a reverend at Lord's Propeller Redemption Church in Kenya, ordered the female members of his congregation to attend church without any form of underwear so that Christ can enter their lives. The said reverend reportedly banned the wearing of undergarments in his church because they are ungodly and people need to be free in body and spirit to receive Christ. Also in 2014, a South African preacher made his congregation eat grass to be closer to God before stamping on them. Under the instruction of Pastor Lesego Daniel of Rabboni Center Ministries, Dozens of followers dropped to the floor to eat the grass at his ministry in Garankuwa, north of Pretoria, after being told it will bring them closer to God. In a related development in 2020, a pastor in another South African-based church, Hope Restoration Ministries, ordered his church members to kiss each other randomly during a church service. In photos shared online, the church members were captured obeying the pastor as each one grabbed someone to kiss. Still in the southern region of the continent, a Zimbabwean pastor, Philip Chipato, in 2019, allegedly ordered members of his congregation to divorce their spouses who had stopped attending church services. Holy Pastor Busoga, a Ugandan-born preacher, announced to his church members that God instructed him to be walking on their backs just like Jesus Christ walked on water. Pastor Busoga, according to local media in the East African country, reportedly claimed that God told him he was too holy to walk on the ordinary ground like mere mortals, and as such should walk on their backs while preaching the gospel. And back home in Nigeria, Ade Abraham, the pastor of Christ High Commission Ministry, also known as Royal Christ Assembly, Kaduna State, in 2022, convinced members of his church to relocate to a camp in Ekiti State with him in order to prepare for the end of the world. According to reports, he taxed each member of his church to pay him 310,000 naira before they would be allowed to follow him to Omuo Ekiti, where the gate of heaven will open and all of them will fly to heaven. The list is endless, from urging members to eat live snakes, drink petrol, and openly flogging and brutalizing members. Africa has witnessed her fair share of ridiculous and inhumane situations in their desperation to see God. Though often hailed as the most religious of all continents, Africa remains the least developed as it still grapples with a myriad of socio-economic challenges. This therefore leaves Clearview News Desk with the responsibility to enlighten our viewers on the dangers of fanaticism while encouraging them to embrace a genuine desire to know God for themselves through diligent pursuits in accordance to His holy book. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News. And that's the news. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. Iconic singer Onyeka Onwenu has died after performing at an event at Banana Island, Lagos at the age of 72. The National Civil Society Coalition of Nigeria has called on organizers of the August 1 nationwide protest first to consider the broader implications of their action. Nigerian sprinter Favour Ofili has expressed frustration over her exclusion from the 100 meters race at the ongoing Paris Olympics due to administrative lapses by the Athletics Federation of Nigeria and the Nigerian Olympic Committee. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for joining us. I am Gloria Atta. Bye for now.